If you're struggling with something right now in your life and you don't know what's going to happen, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You just pay attention to the reading, and I'll give you my take on it today. I'm reading from Journey to the Heart, October 20th. Often in our lives, we stand on a precipice. Something happens, a situation occurs, and in one moment, our life changes dramatically in a way that we hoped and prayed that it wouldn't. We topple off, and in that moment, we may feel as if we've been pushed off a cliff. Other times, when we stand poised and our life changes radically in one moment, it's a welcome change. We feel delightfully spontaneous, guided, powerful, and centered, ready to take risks, ready to leap into the adventure. And sometimes we're pushed, and sometimes we decide to make the leap on our own. Either way, we're safe and we are protected. Either way, we can trust that we'll land in the arms of universal love. And I'm going to tell you, my friends, that this life of ours is not an easy one. There are a lot of adventures. There are a lot of things that happen. I remember the moment my best friend called me to tell me of her husband's diagnosis, cancer diagnosis. I remember exactly where I was, and she said, life can turn on a dime, and it did. I remember when she called me to tell me he was dead. I remember another friend who called me to have me rush down to be with her when her husband passed away at the office. I remember those moments where I lost my job, or my husband didn't want to be married anymore, or the time I was embezzled, or I was wondering where my next dollar was coming from. And all the while, I was surrounded by love. I was surrounded by the most beautiful people, and I was surrounded by visible and invisible angels, as you are. And then there are those moments where we choose to go off into another realm, like when I left teaching to go into technology, when I left my business to go work at the Pentagon, when I left the National Institutes of Health to come back home, when I decided to go dancing because my heart opened up. These moments in life, they are happening all the time. And to me, what I do realize, I am not saying this in a Pollyanna way, but you're going to get through it. You're going to get through it, or you're dead. And the pain will be there. The suffering is when we want it to be something else. And how long do we stay in the suffering? I can stay in suffering for decades. And I'm learning that life just comes and it passes away. Life goes and it comes. Experiences occur, and then how do I move through that experience? And I'm not saying it's easy, but it is a fact of life, kind of like death and taxes. So be okay with knowing that you are surrounded by love. And if you don't believe that, that's okay. Find something that you can be grateful for. If you have a roof over your head, if you have food in your stomach, if you have a little pet that adores you, no matter what, you will get through this, because as I love to call my friend Joanne, she's a badass. She is going to get through her 8th cancer diagnosis. It's not going to be easy, but she's a badass and she knows how to do this. And if she can do it, you can do it. If you like this kind of content, please follow me at Mornings with Patty on YouTube. And I would love it if you subscribed. And look at my other videos that have to do with letting go and how to be present in the links below. I love you.